Hello, everyone. Interpretation just disappeared. Can you hear me okay? Why did interpretation? Oh, there it is. Okay. My computer is being very unruly these days, so I'm trying hard to get it fixed. Okay. Yeah, if you can offer the mandala. Katerina, do you want to offer the mandala in Russian for me?
Hello, Venerable Sumati. Yes, I can in Russian or Tibetan.
Oh, well, which one would you like to do?
Tibetan?
Do it in Tibetan. Yeah.
Tashi puki chukshin metoktram rira plingshin yende genpadi sangye shingdu mikte ulvargi rokunam dakshingwa trupasho idam guru ratna mandala kamriyatayami.
I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, compassion, knowledge, and strength, the Dharma, the enlightened side of truth, and the Sangha, the community of realized beings. From the virtuous merit I create from the practice of giving with the understanding of emptiness, moral discipline with the understanding of emptiness, patience with the understanding of emptiness, joyous effort with the understanding of emptiness, concentration and wisdom, may I attain the state of a Buddha for the benefit of all living beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, compassion, knowledge, and strength, the Dharma, the enlightened side of truth, and the Sangha, the community of realized beings. From the virtuous merit I create from the practice of giving with the understanding of emptiness, moral discipline with the understanding of emptiness, patience with the understanding of emptiness, joyous effort with the understanding of emptiness, concentration and wisdom, may I attain the state of a Buddha for the benefit of all living beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, compassion, knowledge, and strength, the Dharma, the enlightened side of truth, and the Sangha, the community of realized beings. From the virtuous merit I create from the practice of giving with the understanding of emptiness, moral discipline with the understanding of emptiness, patience with the understanding of emptiness, joyous effort with the understanding of emptiness, concentration and wisdom, I will attain the state of a Buddha for the benefit of all living beings. Okay. Well, we have some rejoicing to do. Let's start with Katerina.
Светлана, can you help me, please? Я рада, что у нас сегодня
I'm glad
занятие.
that we have a class today,
Я радуюсь также, что
and I'm
достаточно
rejoicing
погода,
that
лето,
we have a
и
good weather, summer,
я встретилась с некоторыми друзьями,
and
кто
I met
давно
with
не
some
видела.
friends who I didn't
Радуюсь,
see
что у них все
a long
хорошо.
time, and I'm rejoicing that they are all right.
Радуюсь, что
I'm
начала
rejoicing that
вести
I started
йогу в открытом
to
воздухе
lead the
каждый
yoga
день, и
outdoors in the park
приходят
for
и начинают
children, and
заниматься.
people are coming and starting to practice and dedicate it.
Very good. Very good. Always dedicate. Always dedicate. Okay. Let's see who's next. Svetlana, how about you?
Hello, the Venerable Sumati. Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to rejoice that I managed to find a dental clinic which is affordable for my budget, and it's wonderful that the price for the service that I was looking for is like more than 2 times cheaper than my previous dental service clinic. And I was looking for one affordable one quite a long time. I was thinking that I should not like um, uh, browse in the internet, asking someone should not be worried about, but trust to seeds. And this weekend, I helped my close one to get medical services in a clinic. And today I just walked by at my office building and randomly approached this dental clinic, and they have just offer special offer in a service that I'm interested in with a very, very low price. And that is amazing. And for me, it's like it can exist only from the seats, close and cheap. I am rejoicing in it and dedicate that everyone can get any kind of support they need to have healthy, long life and get enlightened as soon as possible.
Very good. Well, you'll have to give us a report on whether the cheaper price meant good quality. It's a problem, at least in the United States, that it seems like the more money you spend on something, the better quality you get. And I think that's unfortunately a mistaken thought, but that's how a lot of companies run their business. Okay, Daria, do you have something you can rejoice in?
Здравствуйте, Venerable Sumati. Ну, во-первых, я начала
Hello
вести
there,
дневник
Venerable
благодарности и
Sumati. So I
благодарности.
started
Поняла,
to
что мне это
have a
очень
diary of gratitude
вот.
and
И
joy, rejoicing,
да,
because I understood that
и
it's not enough
готовлю
for me,
для
it's not
серьезного
sufficient
экзамена
for me in this.
по
And
работе.
tomorrow I
Это
have a
несколько
serious
дней готовлю
exam
по
for my
аккредитации.
job
И на самом деле
about
я стараюсь
accreditation, and I am very
решать
nervous,
проблемы,
but at the same time I'm trying to support my
писать
colleagues
там.
to write
Все возможное делаю. Ну, и
anything possible
даже
I'm
если
doing,
сдам,
and
ну,
thinking that
на
even
это
I
я имею
fail this
силы.
exam, the world will
Это
not
мои силы.
collapse. This is my seeds.
Very good. Just go in with that attitude and you'll be fine. I'm glad to hear someone else use the analogy the world won't collapse if this fails. I've been using that analogy for a long time. What's the exam about? Rules, regulations?
Ну, у нас в России ввели, что
In
если ты
Russian
работаешь в
Federation,
больнице,
if
ты как
they
психолог,
have new rule, if you are medical
то
psychologist in
должен,
Russia,
как академик,
working in a
иметь
hospital,
аккредитацию.
you need
А так как
to have
у меня полный
accreditation as
практически
doctors.
там не
And
ну,
as
большой
my
опыт,
profession
как бы не то, что опыт, а время
it's
работы в
not like
больнице, то
experience,
у меня
but time
первичная
working in
аккредитация,
hospital.
и
So that
в
is
нее
my first
входит и
accreditation,
тестирование, и
and it includes
сертификация, ну, то есть там такой
testing
большой
and
комплекс.
situation tasks. So it's a
А
long
потом уже
list.
дальше у нас, как у врачей,
And then
периодически
after that, as
аккредитация происходит.
doctors, then
То
we
есть мы
will have
примерно
from time to time
равны, хотя не
accreditation.
врачи.
So we are equal to doctors, but although we are not doctors.
God, well, you're not MDs, but you're still. I'm a doctor. I'm just not an MD. So when I say my credentials, I say David K. Stumpf, PhD. I don't say Dr. David K. Stumpf because that implies, at least in the United States, that I'm an MD, and I'm not. So, well, good luck, and look forward to hearing of your success next week. And not next week, on Thursday. Don't be nervous. Okay. Tatiana, what do you have to rejoice in?
Добрый вечер всем. Здравствуйте
Good
вам,
evening,
Асмати.
everyone. Hello, the
Я
Venerable
рада,
Sumati.
что смогла
I am
сегодня
rejoicing that I
прийти в
managed
церковь.
to join.
Может быть,
and
Если
maybe
что, могу послушать, посмотреть.
partially I
поучаствовать
can
в
look and
занятии.
listen and take part
У меня
in the
сегодня была
class.
встреча со
Today
студентами
I had a
на
meeting with
8-м
the students
преподавательском
in the 8th
курсе
teacher
кураторной
training
группы.
course. I am curator
Ну и
in the
сама учусь.
coordinator in the mini group, and
И в
also
конце
I am
занятия
studying as well.
девочки меня
And at the
поблагодарили
end of the
за
class,
заботу.
they
Мне было очень
thanked
приятно.
me for care about them.
Сегодня моя
And
мама
it was very nice for me.
вместе со
And
мной пошла
today
прогуляться.
my
Я
mom
сделала
went for
фотографию.
a walk with me,
Она
and
стоит
I took a photo.
возле куста роз.
She was staying nearby
Отправила в
rose
соцсети, мне уже
bushes,
присылают, машут.
and I
Какая
sent
славная у тебя
into
мама.
social media,
Я
and
радуюсь
they
тому,
are
что она
replying, What a
на
wonderful mother you have.
пробежала.
I am rejoicing that she is working. She was laying a lot. So thank you.
Very good. Would you send me the copy of the picture of you and your mother?
Ну, себя не обещаю, а мамина есть. Я ее фотографирую.
Of me, I cannot
Где-то моя
promise,
тоже есть
but
видео.
of my mother, I can send. I took photo of her, and I have somewhere photo of mine as well. Where should I send?
Send it to Svetlana and she can send it to me.
Хорошо, я сделаю.
Thank you.
Okay, I will do it.
Okay. Anna, do you have anything to rejoice in?
Hello, dear Venerable Sumati. Hello, everyone. Thank you for opportunity. About my rejoicing, I'm still looking for a new job, and tomorrow I will have 2 interviews. I hope it will be something interesting, and I will find the job of my dreams at last. I hope
What
so.
what kind of jobs are you interviewing for?
I'm business analyst and I'm an accountant, and I'm looking at the same spheres in parallel way. Tomorrow I will have 2 interviews according business analysis.
Wow.
So
Well,
I hope.
Wow. Well, I'm very impressed. Accounts is that's an important and a difficult job. So, well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce. We have one more student here. What's her name?
Svetlana.
That's Svetlana in Russian. Oh, so in Cyrillic. Okay, Svetlana, do you have a rejoicing you can do?
Да, конечно. Здравствуйте.
Yes, of course.
Честно, рада,
Hello,
рада,
dear
рада.
teacher. I am rejoicing with
Устойчивое
you.
интернет-соединение.
It was
Сейчас
unstable
вроде бы
internet
хорошо.
connection, and now it
Я
seems
рада
that
тому,
everything
что
is
моя
okay. I'm
младшая
rejoicing
дочь
that my younger daughter,
сегодня
she is
впервые
16 years
попробовала,
old.
услышала
She
какие-то
was first
вещи
time in
касательно
a cafe
страхования
was
продукта.
listening about diamond
Ее
wisdom,
отношения с папой.
about her
Вот
relationships with
очень
father.
такая тема
And that is
животрепещущая в нашей семье.
a
Я
very
счастлива,
touching
что
subject
она
in
меня
our
послушала.
family.
Я
And I'm
увидела,
rejoicing
что у
that she
нее
was
есть
listening to me, and I
желание
saw that
слушать.
she
Это
has
очень
a
важно.
desire
Это
to listen to,
очень важно.
and that is a
Я такая
lot. That is a
счастливая
lot.
сейчас.
And I am so happy. I'm so happy.
Oh, excellent. So you have a chance to start your daughter on the diamond practice, Buddhist practice at the age of 16. I started, when did I start? I started in, let's say 1998. So I started when I was 45. And to start when you're 16 is, wow, that'd be extraordinary. So good luck, and I hope you can keep her interested. Okay. Daria, I'm just curious, what is on the chalkboard behind you? Daria. Hello. Well, never mind. Okay. Well, today's class is a description of time. Now, as I said, my computer's been playing with me, so there may be a little bit of confusion in the class today. We'll see what happens. Okay. So, first we need a description of time. Kalpa is the Tibetan word for eon. The term kalpa comes up all the time in the literature. It takes 3 times 10 to the 60th kalpas to become a Buddha, unless you use the tantric path. So how long is a kalpa, or how long is an eon? The geologic system of time, with an era being a period of time marked by distinctive characteristic events, like plant life starting on Earth or the dinosaurs existing. Eon is an indefinitely long period of time. Kalpas are more distinct. There are 4 kinds of kalpas. There are actually more, but we're going to study just these. So first, the eon of destruction. That's not a kalpa, that's an eon of destruction. I'm sorry. The eon of destruction. A period of time marked by 4 things happening at the same time. At the beginning of this eon, there are 4 karmic events which occur. First, no more beings take birth on this planet. They go to another planet. This marks the opening of the eon of destruction. Once the eon of destruction opens, all animals and craving spirits are born on another planet. So animals begin to disappear as do craving spirits. Human beings begin to reach meditative state levels of the first level of the form realm, and then will be born in that level of the form realm next. They say that apparently first one person reaches that meditative level and they die. Before they die, they teach others how to do it. So over time, the human realm empties out. The desire realm of the planet is emptying out, and that takes 19 intermediate eons. Then comes the last part of the eon of destruction, the 20th intermediate eon. The sun's supernovas. The description in the Abhidhamma-Kosha is amazingly similar to the current scientific description of the nova. It splits into 2. As the supernova begins, the rain stops and all vegetation dries up on the planet. Then 2 suns arise in the sky and dry up all the rivers and streams and lakes and smaller bodies of water. Then 4 through 5 and 6 and 7 suns arise, progressively drying up. The suns dry up the Great Lakes. The 5th sun dries up the outer ocean. The 7th sun burns up the continents around Mount Meru. The 7th sun begins to burn up the physical world. There are other eons of destruction where the process takes place through floods or winds. There are also minor eons of destruction where the people destroy themselves and the planet with weapons. The eon of formation is also 20, so this is the second one. The eon of formation also is 20 eons long. The first intimate eon, energy starts to swirl around in the cosmos. The disk forms, the mountain ranges, ocean, and physical basis form. The first human being begins to take birth in this planet's Avicii hell. By this time, lifetimes have dropped from immeasurable to 80 years. Some people living only to 80,000 years. We know the formation of the world eon is over and the next eon begins. Eon of continuation. People's lifespans reach 80,000 years. This marks the start of the eon of continuation. So you have the eon of destruction, then you have this, when your lifespan reaches 80,000 years, the eon of continuation begins. This also lasts for 20 intermediate eons. As people do more non-virtue, the lifespans drop all the way down to an average lifespan of 10 years. The Abhidhamma Kosha says that detailed description of what is happening. The disturbances in the world occur. People create weapons more powerful. People live in huge cities. Then some people are taken out camping for one day. When the weapons are released on each of the cities, they're all destroyed. Those beings not in the city survive, come back to the cities and find them destroyed. They're overcome with grief and are so happy to find that there are a few left. Instantly they love one another because the comfort of finding anyone else was so strong. They stay together and decide to live really moral lives, realizing that it was immoral behavior that led to the disaster. Slowly, life starts to grow again. Lifespans get longer and longer due to virtuous behavior. The key here is virtuous behavior makes positive things happen in this context. The cycle continues for 80,000 years. The lifetime to 80,000 years. Then it goes to 10 years lifespan, and back to 80,000, 10. And this happens 20 times. We're in what we call the time of 100. The human lifespans are about 100 years, and this has not changed much from 40 to 70 compared to 80,000. So the eon of destruction is a very long time. Eon of destruction equals 80 intermediate eons. It's hard to really keep track of this. The student notes have a pretty good diagram that tries to describe all this. So formation 20 intermediate eons for the eon of continuation. 20 intermediate eons for the eon of destruction. One great eon is one of these cycles. This whole subject comes up in the Abhidhamma Kosha as an explanation of how and when Buddhas appear in the world. Master Vasubandhu says it's this way. His karma ripens in this way. You just do not have to have some karma. The same karma as to who is right. The lesson in our world is blank. The lesson is our world is blank and simply our projections from our past karma. We all know that. The Buddha occurs from the accumulation of merit and wisdom of 3 countless eons, which is 10 with 59 zeros, or 3 times 10 to the 60th year. This is how long it takes the virtue to collect the virtues seeing the projections of me as the Buddha in a Buddha paradise. This should strike us that you should try to be a very good person. You have been with the end of formation and continuity, destruction many times, trying to be a good person in order to collect the goodness to sustain a projection of being a Buddha. Technically, we get both through bodhicitta. And that truly starts to save all beings. And that's when we truly start to save all beings, that's when the 3 countless eon clock starts. It's even more technically, but we're not going to get into that detail. If you have the direct perception of emptiness, bodhicitta in your heart, you have 7 lifetimes, 7 human lifetimes, are roughly equivalent to 500 years. Remember how Master Shantideva teaches how you destroy your root of virtue with one incident of anger at a bodhisattva? Commentary says that if that were really true and truly known, how would anybody become a Buddha? Specific kinds of anger that destroy this much goodness. Strong anger without any doubt or regret directed at a bodhisattva. So, we've talked about this. For those of you that have taken bodhisattva vows, you are a bodhisattva. So, you can't get mad at anybody. You can't get mad at yourself. So the kind of anger we're talking about, as I see it, is the kind of lasting anger. I hate that person. I hope I never see him again. If I do, I'll still hate him. Versus, I don't like what that person's doing. And if you don't sustain that in a long time, then you haven't broken the rule of getting mad at a bodhisattva. I interpret it this way. The anger, in order to completely destroy your root of virtue, you have to get, well, and this is me speaking, you have to get physically angry and abusive toward that person. So I don't get physically abusive to myself. When I get mad at myself, I try to do an immediate 4 powers afterwards. So I haven't got angry at any person. Let me see if this is true. I haven't got angry. I don't get angry much anymore. I get sorry. I'm sorry for the person whose karma is making them do something like that. But here's the rub. It's their karma to be doing. It's my karma to be projecting and seeing what they're doing. So this is another example of a little bit of confusion I have how the karma from one karmic sphere from one person and my karmic sphere touch, if they do. So I'm thinking about that. I haven't got a good answer yet. I used to think in terms of karmic bubbles. So there'd be a karmic bubble, me, and a karmic bubble, my wife, and we'd touch in certain spots. But I don't think that's correct. But it's my karma. It's my karma to see your karma ripen. You all have the karma of ripening to see me as a teacher. I have the karma of ripening seeing you as students. So how do those two combine, touch? And I think the answer is in the 3 spheres argument. But we won't go into that now. But think about that. So I digress. Let's go on. But if you dedicate, this is from a line from the prayer known as efforts for long, no, that's in Tibetan. I can't read it. Okay, so this is a good quote to have. So I'll repeat it a couple of times. Just as a drop of water fallen into the great ocean does not disappear as long as the ocean does not dry out, so also virtue dedicated to enlightenment is exhausted until Buddhahood is achieved. Let me repeat that more slowly. Just as a drop of water fallen into the great ocean does not disappear as long as the ocean does not dry up, so also virtue dedicated to enlightenment is not exhausted until Buddhahood is achieved. So remember that and dedicate a lot. Dedicate all the time. What's the short form of dedication? I have, see if I can find it. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow, and may that born, I always get stuck on them. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow, and may the precious Bodhi mind already born. Golly. Okay. This is the short dedication, a very powerful dedication prayer. You can say this after any good deed you've done. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline but increase forevermore. So let me say it again. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline but increase forevermore. So I urge you to memorize that and use that at the end when you dedicate anything. To say I dedicate is great, but to have a specific prayer like this, I think is much more powerful. Okay. So when do Buddhas appear in this world? We're now in the eon of good fortune, which is called that because 1,000 Buddhas will appear in our world during this period. How do we know? Because Lord Buddha appeared and he was the third. So we have 997 more Buddhas to appear in this world. The scripture says Buddhas do not appear when things are improving, lifespans increasing because of increasing virtue. People get happier and happier, even within the suffering realm, because they now do not get renunciation or go searching for the answers to suffering, because things are too good and getting better, so they don't have the need for a Buddha. When things start to degenerate, people are starting to question and search, and suffering gets enough to bring renunciation, then they need a Buddha. Usually it takes some great tragedy in someone's life for them to want something difficult enough to question reality. But then they do not appear even in the downswing. Once people's mind lifespans reach about 100 years, going down to 10 years. That's where we know, close to the cycle destroying our world and starting again. Here are 5 signs that we can see that indicate the degeneration of our world. Life. We know human life is fragile. Many diseases of our body are weak and very easy to die. Mental afflictions, people being uninterested with little or no attraction to doing good deeds. These are all signs that indicate the degeneration of our world. Living beings, our bodies are not strong, not well proportioned, not well coordinated. Our bodies get lousier and lousier as degeneration time get worse. Next, time. This is a code for the things required to live our shelter and food and crop. This is that the power of those things need. The power of those things needed to nourish and sustain us is weakening. Well, mostly the nutritional quality of the food is decreasing. Our karma to have healthy food is starting to decrease. Our worldview at this point in the eon refers to a time when the worldview of the whole population is getting to the point even ordained people do not act virtuously. These are the 5 great generations as they spread and grow during the period that lifespans are decreasing to 100 years. One could say we're on the very verge already because there's a sign that the end of an eon is close to the day when no one will be interested in Dharma anymore. The time that let me see. My notes are scrambled here. So are we out of luck hoping to reach Buddhahood in this life? Is that totally unrealistic? The amount of time we have, a whole lifetime to be generous, is a speck compared to the 3 countless eons it takes to collect virtue. This is why the Buddha taught Tantra. Some people, when they hear Tantra, think of some perverted practices. Others know little more than a long prayer that you have to recite. If you know a little more about it, and think of long prayer you have to recite, think of going into solitary retreats. If you know and are trained well, you can keep your vows and commitments based upon the long room practice. Then Tantra has a totally different aspect. It's the experience of clearly becoming a Buddha in this life. How can you do this? It takes courage, benefit, and faith, belief and faith. First, study and complete the 18 courses. Put what you practice, what you've learned into practice in your daily life. Meditate regularly. Serve your Lama, serve your parents, serve a needy Dharma center. These are all powerful karmic objects. Daria takes that exam and passes it. She has an incredible opportunity to help many, many people with difficult problems. That's very powerful. She dedicates all that effort. She'll be going to Buddha paradise pretty quickly. Geshe Michael tells a story about someone going to his root Lama Ken Rinpoche for meditative advice and asked him, "Why are you giving us these vows? You know we'll not be able to keep them." Ken Rinpoche said, "Well, you're going to go to hell anyway. When you get to hell, you can proudly proclaim that you're there because I broke my tantric vows. I'm not like the rest of you." That was a joke, apparently. So, let's see. It's 10:40. No, let's not. Let's not do another. We'll do class 10 next week. Okay, so if you're confused about the eons of destruction, so am I. I do not understand it really well. The student notes have more information. And do you all have access to the student notes? Even if they're in English? Yes? Okay. Those would be a great thing to get translated into Russian. Anna, you've got nothing to do. You're between jobs. Has anybody translated the student notes into Russian? Yes? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Anna, you don't have to do it. I'm teasing you. I'm not telling you you have to do it.
Oh,
Okay.
but I'm plan to translate the next class, class number 10,
Good. Good.
in
I'm
Russian.
really
Yeah.
in awe of all you translators. I'm completely in awe, which is why I try and provide my teaching notes so it's easier than you with me. I talk too fast. Anyway, okay, let's dedicate what little we covered today. Next class is about death, and it goes through that death meditation we did at the beginning. So next class, please make sure to come to the next class. It's very important. And I know from personal experience how important it is for me. Okay, I dedicate through this merit may I soon attain the enlightened state of Guru Buddha, so that I may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. May the source of benefit and goodness, the Dharma, spread and expand. May the beings upholding the Dharma have excellent health. May the source of happiness and well-being for all embodied beings, the Dharma taught by the Buddhas, always increase. So please try very hard to attend next Thursday's class. We'll be going over the meditation, and I think you'll find it quite interesting. Okay. Good luck on your test, Daria. What time is it? Does the test take place in Russia?
Спасибо большое. Ну, по российскому где-то назначили в 4.
It's about 4,
Four?
but I will come earlier.
Okay, so if I want to wish you good luck and at the same time you're taking the test, I have to get up at 6 in the morning. It's 4 p.m. your time, right?
Да,
Correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that would be 8 hours. I have to, let's see, 4 your time. So I'm trying to do the math here, the time math. 8 would be 4, 6. Yeah, if I get up at 6 in the morning tomorrow and wish you good luck, that'll be happening as you're taking the test. Right?
Да.
Let's all get up 6
Yes.
tomorrow morning and wish Daria good luck.
Спасибо большое. Все ваши слова — это благословение.
Thank you so much. All your words are blessings. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sticking with it. Okay, I'm getting up at 6 tomorrow, and I'm saying good luck, and if I knew the answers, I'd say them to you, but I don't know them. So, okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thursday's class will be quite a bit longer, and I think a lot more fun.